It is time now for the Perry Chill Saturday Morning News for this Saturday morning, February 21st, 2015. Good morning to you all. Welcome to Saturday morning, February 21st, 2015. Here now, your news at 9 here and our top story at 8:19 here on this Saturday morning here is one of the world's tallest residential towers caught fire early Saturday in Dubai's Marina District sent a bright yellow flame several stories high, but there were no reports of casualties, civil defense officials said. Police believe that far from being a random road rage incident, the victim actually knew her alleged attacker and have even canceled him a few years ago when his father committed suicide. A more hopeful outlook for Afghan democracy is a key reason that the Obama administration has considered slowing down its troop withdrawal. In New Delhi, India's filthy air is cut at $660 million short by about 3 years, while nearly all the country's 1.2 billion citizens are breathing in harmful pollution levels, according to research published on Saturday. In Sana'a, Yemen, the Houthi militants controlling the country on Saturday released Yemen's elected president from house arrest, apparently as part of a political deal between the country's feuded parties. Boxer Floyd Mayweather Jr. finally agrees to fight the world has been waiting for, as the Floyd Mayweather Jr. Manny Pacquiao fight is on. More than 40 people were killed and 70 injured in car bomb explosions in the eastern Libyan city of Quba on Friday. Parliamentary Speaker Aguil Seles said 3 teenage girls have gone missing after boarding a flight to Turkey. Authorities believe that they are attempting to reach Syria to join the Islamic State forces. Chadian military forces began fighting inside neighboring Niger alongside government troops against the Islamic militant group Boko Haram, army officials said. In Moscow, after Ukrainian President Viktor Yanukovych, who fled to Russia a year ago after being told by months of street protests, said he was ready to return to Ukraine if the opportunity arose. Participation of Iranian Atomic Energy Chief Ali Akbar Saleh and U.S. Energy Secretary Ernest Moniz could fast-track deal meant to curb Tehran's nuclear activities. 2 children were killed in a fire at Orange, New Jersey. In Washington, President Barack Obama on Saturday began a broad sales pitch to the U.S. public about the merits of free trade deals, an area of which he faces stiff resistance from many in his own Democratic Party. 2 high-profile trials offer window into the challenges of Mountain Nut, guilty by reason of insanity defense. A Texas defense Thursday rested in the so-called American Sniper trial, while in Colorado, jury selected Tuesday in the trial Jane. Traders buy high volume of Procter & Gamble company put options. That dispute over a new 5-year contract with shipping companies that stretched for 9 months and had stalled operations at some of the busiest ports of the world. Battery manufacturer A123 Systems, a specialist in applying advanced battery tech at the large scales needed for vehicles and power grids, is doing Apple for allegedly poaching its engineers. Hollywood turned out Friday to watch models powered down the runway wearing the Tom Ford in a designer's first Los Angeles show walk considered Oscar weekend. Ancient settlements and modern cities are essentially alike. They tended to be more productive with vehicle populations and denser areas. When it comes to the evolution, bigger reality might be better, as a team of scientists analyzing the body size of marine mammals over nearly 550 million years have found that the average body size has increased 150-fold. A recent study stated that many nursing homes do not meet the rigorous standards recently set to ensure safety and quality health care. A deadly new virus of rice killed a healthy Kansas man last year in the United States, according to the CDC an announcement issued on Friday, which was published in its Emergent Infectious Disease Journal. In Los Angeles, an 18-year-old man was one of the 7 patients infected with a drug-resistant bacterial superbug during a medical procedure in Los Angeles is under 24-hour monitoring at a hospital as he fought a severe infection. The chemical process during the manufacture of caramel coral using soft drinks such as cola produces a carcinogen that could be raising the risk of cancer above the threshold of 1 extra case in nearly 100,000 people consuming the sugary drink. Right, let's take a look at New England Insularts here at 8:23 here. Tall and Garrick at Interstate 84, west past 68 for the world. Over Wilton also on the scene. Boston, Massachusetts, Interstate 93, southbound and Purchase 3, the motor vehicle accident here. In sports news, Kurt Busch was suspended by NASCAR after a judge said he almost surely choked and beat a former girlfriend last fall. There was substantial likelihood of more domestic violence from him. The New York teams are the worst team in the NBA, which made it very easy for Miami Heat playing without Chris Bosh, the newly acquired Corinne Dragic, to pick up much needed win in their attempts to keep their playoff hopes alive. And last night, not such good news on the local team front. The Boston Bruins got creamed by the St. Louis Blues 5-1, and the Boston Celtics lose to the Sacramento Kings 109-101. Both teams are idle tonight. Here, Peter Chell News Times 8:24 here on this Saturday morning here, February 21st, 2015 here, and it is time now for a travel report here on this Saturday morning here, and take a look at the traffic situation here. And it is it's both sailing outways, byways, and New England there. And for the MBTA, limited rail and bus service will be available on Saturday. Okay, now look at the weather. Here are current conditions here in North Massachusetts at 8:25 a.m. You're not kidding me. 5 above 0. Nope, 5 below 0 with fair skies. Humidity 87%. Wind speed is calm. Barometer 3.53 inches. 2.8 below. And a visibility of 10 miles an hour here. Okay, let's take a look at our current conditions in the region here on this Saturday morning. 8 above in Boston, 3 below in Fitchburg, 1 below in Bedford, 5 above in Beverly, 11 in Gloucester, 2 in Lowell, 7 above in Worcester, it's 11 below in Sturbridge, 6 below in Webster, 1 above in Milford, 10 below in Norwood, 5 below in Taunton, 6 below in New Bedford, it's 1 above in Plymouth, 19 in Provincetown, 13 in Chatham, 2 below in Falmouth, 3 above in Martha's Vineyard, 23 in Nantucket, 21 out in Block-On, it's 1 below in Westerly, 3 above in Smithfield, it's 20 in New York City, 11 in Islip, 16 in Montauk, it's 11 in Bridgeport, 5 above in New Haven, it's 1 above in Danbury, 9 above in Waterbury, 0 in Meriden, 1 above in Hartford, 2 above Windsor Locks, 4 below in Springfield, it's 3 below in Amherst, 14 in Athol, Massachusetts, 6 below in Greenfield, 7 below in Pittsfield, 1 below in North Adams, 5 above in Albany, New York, it's 3 below in Saratoga Springs, it's 0 in Rutland, 3 below in Bennington, 7 below in Brattleboro, 9 below in Keene and Concord, New Hampshire, 0 in Laconia, 4 below in Jefferson, New Hampshire, 3 below in Manchester and Nashua, New Hampshire, 9 above in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and 6 above in Portland, Maine. Here, alright, take a look at a service map. Here is Shell Station front from Western Alberta, stretching in from Montana, merging with a cold front from South Dakota, stretching in southern Minnesota, now for west central portion of Wisconsin. Merging with a pink front from central Wisconsin, stretch to the UP and Michigan and up in Ontario with a low pressure right there in eastern Ontario. Got a warm front from western Wisconsin, down from northern Illinois, down from Indiana here. And got a cold front from southeastern Manitoba, down up in the northern Ontario here. And a station front from south-central Nevada, down from Arizona, merging with a cold front from Arizona, stretching in Mexico, down from western portion of Texas. And we got a warm front from Oklahoma, stretching in from southern Arkansas, down from Mississippi, down from Alabama here. And we got low pressure in southeastern California, southeastern New Mexico, and north-central Texas here. And we got a front from central Texas down from Mexico. Got a front from southeastern California down from the Gulf of California. And got a front off the Oregon and down to California here. And a front from central Oklahoma down from Missouri here. And we got high pressure in west central Colorado, off the North Carolina, and off the Washington coastline here. And low pressure in the northwestern portion of Montana here. 18 degrees of temperature around in Detroit. It's 15 degrees out in Pittsburgh. 17 in Washington, D.C. 34 out in Atlanta. 65 in Miami, Florida. 65 in Dallas, Texas, 67 in Brownsville, Texas, it's 32 in Kansas City, 27 in Omaha, Nebraska, 20 in Chicago, 18 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 19 in Great Falls, Montana, it's 44 out in Seattle, 50 out in San Francisco, it's 58 out in Los Angeles, 52 in Las Vegas, it's 36 in Salt Lake City, Utah, 27 in Denver, 35 in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and 56 out in Phoenix, Arizona. Here. Alright, let's take a look at the radar situation here on this Saturday morning, and shows clear start to your morning, but to the west of us, we're seeing some snow showers around central New York, around Rochester, and starting around the Buffalo area, and zoom you out, and it shows a lot of snow showers around eastern Ontario, down for southwestern Quebec here, and then stretching it in for Ohio, western Pennsylvania, down for the western Virginias, stretching it in through eastern Kentucky, and snowing around central portions of Indiana, down for central Illinois, down for east central Missouri here, and some snow showers around central Minnesota, around Minneapolis, St. Paul here, and snowing around northeastern portions of Wisconsin, north central portions of Michigan, north central portions of UP and Michigan, and now for east central portions of Ontario here. And seeing sleet around West Virginia, stretching in eastern Kentucky, Tennessee, and western North Carolina here. And we're seeing some light to moderate bands of rain, heavy bands of rain around western Kentucky, stretching in southern Missouri, down for Arkansas, down for central and western Tennessee, down for northern Mississippi, Alabama, and down for northwestern Georgia, and stretching down for Louisiana, down for east central, eastern portions of Texas here. And some rain showers with southwestern portions of Texas here. And zooming you out, and it shows yellows and oranges, which is moderate heavy bands of rain from north of Little Rock, Arkansas, stretching it down for northern and central portions of Tennessee, western Nashville, and stretching the western portions of Kentucky here. And we're seeing some snow showers from the Dakotas, stretching it in for the central and northern Rockies, and up in the western Montana, and up in the northern Idaho, down for southern portions of Alberta here. And some rain showers in south-central portion of Washington State, rain, soon as snow shower in northeastern portions of Oregon, some rain showers in south-central portions of Alaska here. And take a look at our satellite loop, and it shows patchy clouds coming to much of the northeastern portion of the country, stretching on the Great Lakes, and down for the southeastern corner of the country, stretching in for Texas and the north-central portions of Mexico here. And another line of clouds coming to much of the central and northern Rockies, up in the western portions of the Pacific Northwest, and stretching from British Columbia, stretching down from Ontario up to Quebec here. Alright, let's just take a look at our forecast discussion around the country here. Winter storm did affect the eastern United States this weekend. Cold front brings more frigid temperatures in the northern United States, and snow expected from the Rockies to the Central Plains here. Arctic air from the Siberian Express and Airbus that originated near the Siberia and the Arctic region that remains over the eastern half of the country, and a development service flow tracking across the Ohio Valley will set the stage for widespread snow and ice on Saturday, as a clean story of moisture infected northward from the Gulf of Mexico will support widespread moderate and occasionally heavy precipitation ahead of a surge in warm front. This will expand over the portions of the deep south Ohio Valley and eventually towards the northeast and then over the middle United States. The cold and dense air in place in the eastern United States will be slow to erode beneath the warm air and moving aloft. Laying in the widespread wintry precipitation within the northern edge of the precipitation shield. After only a brief warm-up late this past week, another Arctic boundary dropped down from Canada will enforce frigid temperatures for the north-central United States. Going into the weekend, in addition to the plunging temperatures and gusty winds, except light to moderate snow showers along with the blustery conditions by Sunday and Sunday night. A very strong surface high sliding into the central United States beyond the cold front should help produce noteworthy upslope snows along the Colorado Rockies and across the adjacent high plains. A few showers may also try to materialize over parts of the California by late Sunday as well. In our forecast discussion around the region here, low pressure moving up from the Seven Plains will bring a mix of wintry precipitation to the area today and to Sunday. As Arctic cold front moves offshore Sunday night, northwest winds will bring really cold air for the start of the week, and another Arctic front moves back on Wednesday with potential for some more snow. High pressure then falls with another period of bitterly cold air. Near term until noon today, 7 a.m. update. Chilly start to the day with a record minimum temperatures at Bradley and Providence. Satellite shows mid-clouds moving into western New England. This will spread the region this morning. Nearest precipitation is near Pittsburgh, which means it's several hours away. Should reach us mid-late afternoon, just a time in an hour or so, but no significant changes to the forecast here. In today's highs, we are going to see temperatures mainly in the 20s for much of the region here, and the winter weather advisory in effect from much of Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island, except for Block Island there. And snowfall totals there, 1 to 2 inches much of southeastern Massachusetts, around Cape Downs. 1 to 2 inches for the south coast of Massachusetts, around southern Plymouth County, around the Cape Downs here. 3 to 4 inches from north central Plymouth County, stretching in western Plymouth County, around Buckton, stretching down for Taunton, and stretching down for central Rhode Island. 1 to 2 inches on southern Rhode Island. We'll see 4 to 6 inches around the greater Boston and inside the 495 belt, and stretching it out for central and northern Rhode Island here, and stretching out south central portion of Connecticut, and 6 to 8 inches of snow. So this is how much snow we're going to be getting here. 6 to 8 inches around the Berkshires and around west central Connecticut here. And we can see up to 0.6 to 0.15 inches of ice around the interior southeastern Massachusetts, around Falmouth and much of Rhode Island, except for the southeastern Rhode Island and up in the northeastern Connecticut here. And take a look at our Futurecast radar here. And the snow's going to make its way towards Pennsylvania by about 1 o'clock, around the Baltimore, Washington quarter by about 1 o'clock. 3 o'clock, the snow will get to western Berkshire County, Massachusetts, and around the northwest of Connecticut, after 7 Vermont, up in New Hampshire by about 3 o'clock. And then the snow will get to you by about between the hours of 3 and 5 o'clock for much of southeastern Massachusetts, and Norfolk County up to central Massachusetts and up to Vermont, New Hampshire, up the west central portion of Maine, and central portions of Connecticut here, western portion of Connecticut here. And then 7 o'clock, Boston will get into the snowy bands, and then the sleet, the line will be from the Maine coast, stretching down for Boston, and down for 95 quarter, down for Providence, down for southeastern Connecticut by about 9 o'clock, and then 11 o'clock, the rain will make its way down for southeastern Massachusetts. Some ice accumulations will be possible here around 11 o'clock. And then the rain snow line will make its way toward the Boston, Worcester corridor here around 1 a.m. and then 3 a.m. The rain will be continuing on Sunday morning here. And we'll be coming to an end on Sunday afternoon here. And we are under a winter weather advisory in effect, as snow will develop Saturday between 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. and then change to a wintry mix across much of the region tonight. Winter weather advisory remains in effect from 1 p.m. this afternoon to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday. Locations includes all of southern New England except Cape Cod and the Islands here, and has attacked snow and freezing rain here. Accumulation, snow accumulation 2 to 4 inches, along with around a 10th of an inch of ice. Time of snow develops across most locations between 1 and 5 p.m. today. The snow then transitions rain across southeastern Massachusetts this evening, but a period of freezing rain is possible during the transition here. Some locations in the northwest of this advisory remain all snow. The bulk of the precipitation will be over by Sunday morning here. Impacts any snow, ice will make for slick surfaces, and hazardous travel conditions will the threat of a wet snow and rain. The structural collapses will be possible for those roofs that have a remnant snowpack. Rain alone presents a threat of an urban poor drainage flooding, as rains are snow clogged. Winds southwest by 5 to 10 miles per hour, gusts up to 25 miles per hour, and visibility is 1/4 to 1/2 mile at times. Precaution prepares actions. A winter weather advisory is issued where the snow and ice is forecast to develop in the affected areas, but accumulations are expected to be light. Any snow ice will result in slippery conditions on untreated roadways and sidewalks. When temperatures are below freezing, motorists need to be especially careful on bridges and overpasses where slippery spots can easily develop. Here, day 1 tonight. And today, winter weather advisory. Day 2 for 7. Sunday for Friday, winter weather advisory. And another round of pretty cold air. Wind chill is expected Monday night into Tuesday morning. And wind chill headlines may be needed. And there will be a chance for snow Tuesday night and Wednesday. The chance of this will increase if a potential coastal storm does indeed develop. And low coverage for this forecast at a time. Okay, 7-day forecast goes like this. For today, snow likely May after 4 p.m. Increasing clouds by high 31 degrees. Southward about 5 to 9 miles per gust as high as 21 miles per chance to 70%. Total daytime snow accumulation less than 1 inch possible. For tonight, snow before midnight. Then rain and snow possibly mixed with freeze rain. Temperature rises around 36 by 2 a.m. South wind about 3 to 8 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 100%. New snow accumulation 2 to 4 inches possible. For Sunday, rain, snow, and freeze rain before 11 a.m. Then periods of freeze rain, but possibly mixed rains between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. Then a slight chance of rain after 3 p.m. My areas have fog between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. High near 40 degrees. West wind about 3 to 5 miles per chance of precipitation is 80%. Little no circulation expected. For Sunday night, most of Cascade will blow around 15 degrees. Calm wind coming in the west wind 5 to 9 miles per hour. In the evening, winds could gust as 23 miles per hour. For Monday, most of Cascade about 20 degrees. Northwest wind about 11 miles per gust as 33 miles per hour. For Monday night, most of Cascade low about 3 below. Tuesday, most of Cascade about 21 degrees. So that a chance of snow showers. Most of Cascade low about 42 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 40%. For Wednesday, chance of showers. Put Cascade about 32 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 40%. With that, Podcast got low about 11 degrees. For Thursday, most sunny Podcast got about 24, low about 6 degrees. For Friday, most sunny got about 23 degrees. Peter, what a phrase of the day on Messy Saturday in town. Peter Wesley, have a good day with good passage to see you for 5 o'clock report. Have a good day.